Are you looking for the best headphone amps? In this video, we will look at some of the best headphone amps on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Number 1. Chord Mojo. Mojo puts out a lot of power with a very small footprint. It says a lot about its level of bespoke engineering in our best overall headphone amp DAC combo, the Mojo, that it also happens to be eminently portable. At only 82mm x 60mm x 22mm, it doesn't demand any more space than a wallet, and yet it's still capable of delivering some of the best sound in its class, thanks to the purpose-built FPGA circuitry that has trickled down from British manufacturer Chord Electronics' multi-thousand-dollar Hugo line of products. Audio reproduction is impressively musical and detailed. You usually have to pay a lot more than $700 for this caliber of sound. You'll wonder how they managed to squeeze such wonderful sound out of such a small package. Remarkable. Housed in a CNC milled aluminum shell, Mojo's build quality is also top-notch. Despite the diminutive size, it manages to include inputs for optical, coax, and micro USB. Plus a micro USB charging port for the 8-hour battery. In terms of outputs, it offers two 3.5mm jacks, making it as ideal for audiophile dates as it is for solo listening. Though volume is not independent on these outputs, there's power to spare. Output is 35 MW into 600 ohms and 720 MW into 8 ohms, supporting headphones of up to 800 ohms. The DAC specs are also ridiculously impressive, with sampling rate of 32 to 768 kHz, and even featuring DSD-256 support. While you may not love the 3 LED globes, indicators for volume control and file resolution, they are unique. Number 2. Rupert Neve Designs RNHP. Superb reference-grade sound makes this a clear winner for the best solid-state headphone amp. Rupert Neve Designs is a relative newcomer to the hi-fi world, but the company is not without audio experience. The company's namesake and its engineers have been making mix consoles, mic preamps, dynamics shaping modules, and more for recording studios since the late 1960s. The RNHP is a 24-volt reference-quality headphone amp based on the circuit in its 5060 centerpiece desktop mixer, full of circuitry praised for its fidelity. The unit comes housed in a VESA-mountable steel chassis, letting you attach it to a mic stand, under studio furniture, and other places with a compatible mount. The Spartan front panel features A, B, and C buttons for the rear panel's 3 selectable channels, a pair of balanced Nutric combination jacks capable of taking XLS 6.35mm inputs, the boot-up default 2 unbalanced RCA jacks, calibrated for -10 dBV signals, and a single 3.5mm port for mobile devices. Output is a 6.5mm jack, so make sure you have an adapter if your headphones use a 3.5mm connector, and volume is controlled by an old-school dial, as you'd expect from one of the top channel strip manufacturers known for transparency. The sound quality is absolutely stunning, offering an uncompromised spectrum from 10 Hz to 120 kHz. The RNHP is a wonder to hear. It has superb punch and imaging, with remarkable stereo separation and very little crosstalk. Also worth gushing over is the $699 price, which comes in lower than many units that don't. Number 3. AudioQuest DragonFly Cobalt. New DAC and microprocessor chips allow the Cobalt to give music the nimble performance it needs to hover, and Dart.it used to be that if you wanted a hi-fi listening experience, you had to stay at home with a stationary headphone amp. Now, thanks to the rise of streaming and communication devices, music is as close as our fingertips. AudioQuest wants to make sure that we're hearing that music with as much clarity as possible, and the company's line of lip balm-sized USB DragonFly DAC amps, designed for the computer audio experience, does just that. The top of the DragonFly line, Cobalt is the best portable headphone amp, because it improves over the already superb red model in a number of ways. First up is the SES 9038Q2M DAC chip. Its minimum phase slow roll-off filter ensures clear and natural sound, although it can be a little unforgiving when it comes to revealing the shortcomings of low-quality audio sources. Its 64-position, 64-bit Bit-Perfect offers uncompromising volume control. The casing and circuitry are also great at filtering out Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and cellular noise that can pollute and dilute a listening experience. An improved processor runs faster and more energy efficient. And with a hefty 2.1-volt headphone amp, this minuscule device will amaze you with its ability to power almost any set of cans you care to pair it with, from 16 to 300 ohms. Number 4. iFigo Blue. The iFigo Blue does the impossible and combines excellent sound quality with Bluetooth compatibility. While there are many excellent portable headphone amps with built-in DACs, see AudioQuest DragonFly Cobalt above, they still require a physical connection to a source, including iFi's own excellent USB-C Go link. If you're looking to untether your amp from your music player or smartphone, the Bluetooth 5.1 compatible iFigo Blue is the way to go for both Apple and Android devices. Smaller than seemingly possible and only 26 grams, iFigo Blue is so unobtrusive you might even forget it's there. However, you'll certainly notice the improvement it brings to audio quality. Despite the inherent limitations of Bluetooth, it offers a wide soundstage with clear and precise audio, thanks to individually optimized circuit stages. It achieves this with a Cirrus Logic CS43131 advanced DAC, and noise output is 245 MW at 32, 5.6 V at 600, balanced 165 MW at 32, 2.8 V at 600 unbalanced. So despite its small size, the Go Blue will power most headphones. Should you find your source sound lacking, iFigo Blue also includes analogs, bass, and space enhancements for extra low-end presence and soundstage width. The Swiss chronograph-inspired chronodial is a marvel of ingenuity and manages to pack a number of functions into a very small space, handling analog volume control, track selection and play, while